Hey guys, so I've decided to get back into the old vinyl, and so after a lapse of many years I have a half decent turntable. This is the Audio Technica LP 120, and so we're not talking ultra high end or anything here, but at least it's a halfway decent. It's direct drive and looks to be reasonably robust. So I temporarily hooked it up to my bench power supply, my bench audio amp. It played okay, but the high frequencies were a bit missing. So I hooked it up to my tube headphone amp and the old Sennheiser HD800s, and we have a far better result altogether. So obviously now that I got this, I'm going to have to get a sound system to go around it. So yeah, I know these things have a potential to soak up tons of money, so we'll just see how it goes. So if this works out well, we'll do more. One of the reasons I went for this one, apart from its general robustness and the good reviews, is it also can do 33, 45 and 78. But obviously I'd need to find a stylus. So I got a spare head shell, but I haven't yet got a stylus that's going to work on 78s. So I don't have too many vinyl records, because I haven't bought any for since the 70s. And so I went through the ones I have. I probably have 20 or 30 albums, maybe not more than that. And it seems like 90% of them are from the year 1977. So this is Little Feat, Time Loves a Hero. 77 is significant for me because that's the year before my first boy was born. And so obviously my record buying days came to an end once I started having kids. So the other thing that I have to change is my trusty camcorder that I've been using for years, the Canon HF200. It's developed a really weird fault, which is a little bit scary. When I'm transferring files from the camcorder to the computer, every now and then this thing goes totally crazy. And by that I mean it starts making this horrendous screeching noise coming from the speaker in the actual camera. The screen collapses and you just have random pixels flashing all over the place, and it's pretty dramatic. The only way you can stop it is to take the battery out and start it up again. And of course it's only ever happened while the thing is connected up to the PC. And so I'm a tad nervous that I might start losing data off the old SD card. And so I think this will become my secondary camera. So I'm shooting this obviously with the replacement. And I'll use this one to show you a bit about the replacement one. Right, that's it for vinyl. More to come when I get it hooked up in a more decent audio setting. Okay, so this is the new camcorder. I just really went on the net and typed in Google best camcorder, and this guy came up. Actually it's a model before this. This is the VX878 and it came up with the VX750, which is just a regular HD camcorder. And so when I went looking for a local supplier, because this is not the sort of thing I'd ever buy on the internet, and certainly never off eBay. So I found a local supplier, but they didn't have the 750, they had the 878, and since it was a couple of months since the review that I had read on the net, this was basically about the same price as the 750, so I got it. Don't know much about it yet. Has all sorts of fancy things that I probably am not going to be too worried about, but it takes a very high capacity SD card, and unlike this one I'm shooting with right now, it takes a card that's rated at number 10 in terms of speed, Whereas this Canon I'm using, for some reason, it would only take a card that had a speed rating of 4, which was like weird. Anyway, one downside with this guy obviously is I on this one I'm shooting with right now, I have a slight fisheye lens on it to get better, if you like, field of view from a short distance away. And so I'll need to get something equivalent for that. Unfortunately, the aperture, I feel like at the front of this, is much larger than on the Canon, so I can't just use the one I got. Such is life. So the other thing, of course, I'll need is it comes with this little piddly battery. And so when you power it up, it says like you have hundreds of hours of video on your card, and you have an hour on your battery. So we'll have to fix that and get a chunky battery to go in the back there. Accessories for this thing seem to be very expensive, so I'm hoping I can find generic, you know, like a generic third-party wide-angle lens to go on here, which would be cheaper than the Panasonic one. We'll see. Right, that's it. My adventures in vinyl are getting started.